Hey Aquarius, welcome to your mid-March check-in. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign for any additional information. And as always, in the description box below there is information about the decks I'm using, as well as how to book a one-on-one session with me. And for you aspiring readers out there, check out the link to my class Total Tarot, also in the description box below. So let us dive into your reading, Aquarius, and see what you've got going on. We have the Messenger and Slow Down and Harvest. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Practice. Okay. So I feel like perhaps there is some type of new undertaking. Maybe something that you've been guided to do for some time, and now the pressure is on in order to accomplish something or get something moving again. It could also be maybe some type of unexpected thing that comes to fruition in which you feel really pressured and rushed along in the process, maybe receiving a lot of messages, lots of information, and what is being told here is to be deliberate. I feel like something is going to take a lot longer than perhaps one would anticipate or one is being told, so be mindful of that. And make sure if you're committing to anything that, you kind of test the waters. Test the waters before you attach yourself to something here is another thing. It's another message here that I'm getting. Also, I feel like for any of you who have a... if you lean into speeding, if you speed a lot when you're driving, please be careful. That's another thing that's coming up, especially as we approach the full moon on the 28th. I would say, be careful watch out for any auto accidents, incidents, making sure that you remain cautious in anything that moves quickly, whether it's a situation, a vehicle, or what have you. So yeah, let's pull some tarot and get a little clearer on what's going on here. Here we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is usually someone very loving, very caring, but at the same time, someone who is very reflective and self-reflective and recognizes and sees the love in everything and all, and recognizes what love is to be given as well as what love is to withhold. I feel like learning how to express the many facets and concepts and costumes, right, of love is crucial. There's no one way to give or receive love, actually. And with this Nine of Cups here, it's kind of telling me that maybe it's time that you started receiving certain things for yourself, allowing yourself to enjoy certain things, whether they're people or situations here. I feel like there's a propensity here to just go. And I feel like, again, that slow down card is really coming in loud and clear on that message. This Four of Swords to me indicates that, there are some, you haven't really stopped to think about certain things. You may be overwhelmed and maybe making a decision, and maybe you're just not getting the rest that you need, having trouble sleeping, perhaps, Aquarius. I feel like maybe your routine is shifting in some capacity, or you're having to take on more, and maybe at the end of the day, you're thinking about all of the things that have still remain unfinished, things you still hope to achieve, right? And let's see what else we've got here. And we have this Magician card here. I feel like it wants to be upright. I feel like you have all of the things that you need. I feel like it's just a matter of just owning it a bit more. I feel like maybe you feel overwhelmed because you're not really, you feel like you're almost a victim to circumstance, and in trying to maintain some type of pace here, you end up feeling more indecisive than when you first stepped into it to begin with. Here we have the Ace of Swords here at the bottom, which is like, not allowing yourself the space for clarity or the things that you know that you need, like space and time and relaxation, you know, time to recharge, perhaps adhering to a different schedule, allowing yourself to flow and move in different ways here. Let's pull some other tarot and see what we've got. We have the Three of Cups here. It could be you just feeling kind of alone in a situation, not really feeling supported in something, or perhaps you're the one that's not really showing up. I feel like there's maybe some need to be alone here, to study, to reflect, to create something. You know, perhaps you're trying to find that alone time. But then here at the bottom here with this Nine of Swords, it feels like you have fear of missing out on something, though, if you were to kind of go off and do your own thing. It can also just signify maybe different anxieties that you have about maybe going off and doing this thing and how that could change your situation. We have this King of Pentacles here, which suggests maybe, you know, you have everything you need. It's just time to take action, maybe being overly protective in some way and not really getting your hands dirty here, testing things out, right? We have this Four of Cups and your recent past suggesting that, you know, you're kind of fed up with what you got, but at the same time, you were looking for something different, but didn't really like what you were being offered. So maybe you kind of stalled to some degree. And then we have the Star card here, and I feel like you're just kind of accepting things without pouring into what's there. The Star card can also be a symbol of hope. So maybe it was just kind of like you're feeling a bit hopeless. You're not able to fully commit or pour yourself in or get absorbed or engaged in something that's going on here. I don't know, it feels like it's kind of split energies to some degree. Part of me feels like this could be a love and work balance thing. Also maybe feeling like someone around you feels a little detached and there are things that you want to do with them. Yeah, we have this Hermit card also representing you here. And I feel like, you know, you're not really doing, perhaps there's something you're trying to fix, something that you perhaps are meddling in when it's really a good time for you to reserve your energy. So if you're kind of becoming overly involved in someone else's stuff here, that could be a call to pull back. Yeah, we have this Page of Swords here. It's like there's someone, they could be younger than you or not, or just display like immature qualities at times, but there's something that they've got to do that you can't necessarily do for them. And I feel like that creates a little bit of tension within you, and it's like almost makes the drive to fix things a little bit more pressurized in some way. We have the Hierophant here representing hopes, fears, and it's like you want things to be on course. You want to share what you can, offer some type of peace, you know, really bless someone. I feel like it's like you want to be able to bless someone here. But at the same time, it's just like there's a block. Maybe they're not accepting it. But then I'm seeing this Knight of Swords, and it's like, okay, well, maybe when you do take a step back, just having the belief in them and also believing in yourself to handle what you have. You know, kind of like sometimes we like to look over in other people's courts to see what's going on. If ours seems a little bit awry, just as kind of a distraction or something that, you know, so we feel like we're making some movement or some progress. And this Knight of Swords here is like either saying this person's going to move on and really kind of learn and navigate their way through some heavy stuff, perhaps some unconscious things. Maybe this is someone who has trouble with their mental health. Maybe they haven't been feeling quite right about some circumstances in their own life. So it could be a partner, a close friend, a relative. And this can also suggest you becoming more, I want to say, being more direct, hands off, but direct in some way, which is, you know, totally Aquarius in my opinion. Let's see if we can get any more messages here. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. I feel like either with this Four of Wands can signify maybe playing, I don't want to say this, but it could be playing off of someone's insecurities, right? Maybe you're tired of investing in someone who is insecure, and therefore that pullback of energy is exactly what's needed. And it's also perhaps helping you recognize what's important to you and helping you build confidence where you're planting seeds. You know, really wanting to see the fruits of some labor. I feel like if this is someone that you're tied to financially, it could be you really wanting there to be a proper balance here, maybe needing someone else to make sure they're maintaining theirs in order for you to feel secure, right? And it can also be you perhaps wanting a deeper commitment here, but being told not to push it, too much. That someone's going through some type of internal space that needs to be dealt with on their own, or unless there may be like some codependency, or it may cause more problems down the road. So allow things to be well paced. Have the conversations you have to have and be direct. Don't flounder, but also do your best to not interfere too much with what's going on here. I feel like there is an opening for you to have a direct conversation, and then just leaving it at that, maybe a couple of times and a couple of conversations, I feel like here, because I'm thinking about that Two of Swords again, but without kind of creating any type of ultimatum here. I feel like any type of fear of loss may create a situation where someone may desire to leave or to go away for a period of time. It may ruffle some feathers here. We have this Three of Wands. And I feel like there's someone who, you know, does want to go somewhere, does want to expand upon something, does want, maybe it just could be them missing the life that they had. Maybe you two did go out quite a bit, you know, obviously with what's going on. I feel like there's also been a coldness, maybe due to mundane situations, things not being as exciting as they once were. Maybe some passion needing to reignite. So even if space is created, you know, not putting that ultimatum, because it may block some type of passionate reunion, or space for you or this other person to come back in and be reinvigorated in whatever the situation that's coming up is. So yeah, I think I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to pull for you today, Aquarius. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like something a little more personal, to get a little more in depth, please check out the description box, book a one-on-one session with me, and we'll see what comes up. All right, bye for now.